We just got a new kitten about a week ago. And so there's been a lot of background noises as she shares the same space with us. So, welcome Winnie to the family. But we gotta compensate for the noises she makes, so. How are you doing? I have been meaning to check up on you. But life has been lifing and very, very chaotic, so to say. It's very vague, but it's going to be a longer session. Look at me getting into my nails, as I know we could use a lot of TLC, and I want this time to be focused on you. So let's see how much mischief this kitty gets into. And speaking of the devil, so before we begin, all I ask is for your energetic consent to fully be able to receive this healing energy, for you to stay hydrated during and or after the session. And even if you're just here to relax, you don't believe in the hippy-dippy scene, that's okay. Just be present here with me, as there's nothing else we need to be worried about at this time. Just remove and swipe it away for another day. Okay. And I can begin. Okay, so before we go into the actual session itself, first we're going to go in and out of whisper, and soft talking to help calm you down. No distractions. Okay, so first we're going to take our two usual deep breaths in, just to start off with. You ready? Okay. With me now. In. And good job. I'm not surprised if there's going to be a lot of background noise. You'll have to forgive that. But just as I am learning to have patience in whatever scheme the universe has up its sleeve at the moment, because despite the chaos, the madness that is happening at this very moment, or whenever this finds you. And blessings and disguises, although they suck at the time being, to just know that the universe, or whomever you conceptualize, Source, God, whomever, has a plan. And that's exactly what this Reiki session is going to be about. As these trying times are upon us, to have patience, trust, there's a lot of change, a lot of transformation. Which we all should know by now, that change is inevitable. But that doesn't make it any less scary, does it? But the universe would not provide you these obstacles if it didn't think that you were able to handle it. But here you are. You know, I have to incorporate a Disney reference. The spirit is trying to sing in my head. You're just around the river bend. Just around the river bend. Or Princess and the Frog has also been in my head. Just the idea. This whole town can slow it down. People taking the easy way. We know exactly where we're going. We're getting closer and closer every day. 'Cause we are almost there. We're almost there. People down here think we're crazy, but we don't care. Trials and tribulations, we've had our share. There ain't nothing gonna stop us now, 'cause we are almost there. So what we're doing with this selenite is just scraping away any worries and fears of your journey, any obstacles, challenges you are undergoing at this time. Just going to scrape it away. We don't need them. Acknowledge that they're there. Whatever you move. So, do tell me. What is it that you are envisioning for yourself at this time? What can you see within your mind's eye that would make you fulfilled? What is it that you and your heart is being called to? You know, that thing that you've been trying to manifest. The thing you've been either dreaming about or just daydreaming about, either or. Whatever that thing you are trying to accomplish, I know those thoughts, those negative, toxic thoughts from your ego that may remind you that you are unable to obtain or achieve what it is you are trying to pursue. So, we have 2 stones that is going to help in terms of our manifestations, our abundance or finance, our wish fulfillment, our goals and our objectives. Normally we would do 3 crystals, but I really want to spend a good bit of time in this session just channeling universal life force energy without any crystals enhancing, even though we appreciate chef kiss the crystals. Just make sure that energy is properly flowing straight from source. Let it flow, let it flow. Disney should sponsor me. I look like the proper Disney candidate, don't I? Okay, let's get into it. Don't forget to hydrate. I'm watching you. I already did a Monsters Inc. reference in one of my videos, so I won't do it again. Okay, so if I had to choose what pick-me-up stone to carry with me, just out of randomness or on the spot, I would pick this little guy right here. This little one is called Sunstone. And its properties is pretty much as it sounds, sunstone. So when we think of stone, when we think of stoned, maybe you are. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm just kidding. No. When we think of the sun, we think of strength, vitality, fire, confidence. But this stone is also good for manifestations, giving us that little pep in our step, because I can tell the energy in the collective as a whole has been very draining, very unmotivating. Like I said, my content has been almost non-existent. I've been fighting this unproductivity for quite a minute now. So. Just a little stone of hope. A little fun fact that I just learned about Sunstone is that the Vikings back in the day used this stone as a compass to navigate their journey. So, if you could think of this stone as a little compass or a little guide to help you along your way, however big or small the journey is, it is a valid journey. But it is also okay to ask for help, regardless if it is yours. Do not feel like you have to carry all the burdens yourself. As I learned the hard way, don't swim against the current. For goodness sakes, do not. Not only will you get nowhere, but all that remaining energy that you could be using to help raise your vibration is being wasted potentially. And there goes what little energy you had left, only to get you absolutely nowhere. Okay, so before we finish channeling this, I am sensing some resistance in the force. Resistance is pointless. You guys can actually figure out throughout this whole channel how big of a nerd I actually am. But getting back to the point, we are going to loosen up the muscles a little bit to help the energy flow. I still sense some tension that I'm just going to again use only my hands to channel universal life force energy. I'm going to help pinpoint the areas that need the most work. So starters, your shoulders. Your neck. Make sure you get behind you, too. Excuse me. For me, the really, really bad spot where all my stress goes is right in between the neck and just above the tip of the spine. So we're just going go in and listen. Well, that's the Sunstone a little bit further. I know you guys wanted a quiet video with no music or anything of the sort. But I don't think I like that very much. I'll try to make more videos like that, but the background noise in this place be for real. But it's all good. As long as we are together, it is a safe space. Regardless of the chaos that we just cannot seem to escape, huh? Oh, okay, this is what we're gonna do. The solar plexus needs a lot of attention. So what we're going to do is we're going to drink some water. Yep, it's a confirmation. Normally I would have a cup, but I'm on a schedule. Okay, so now that you got your water, we're going to do some big pulls. And this is the part that usually tends to get the most intense, including nausea. Headache is the common sign, and even when we don't do big pulls and you experience these symptoms or other symptoms, it was simply a detoxification process, an energetic detox, if you will, from all of that excess negative energy, whether that was causing stagnant energy, unbalanced, overbalanced. You just need to ground yourself because the energy is flowing through you. That's what you have to understand, is why us energetic healers, energy healers, holistic healers, ask for your consent, your energetic consent. So, if you feel those things, it's perfectly normal. That just means that you have a lot more work that needs to be done. And that happens, and that's what I'm here for. So, making this video a little extra longer. A bit longer. So you make sure to properly ground you after this. Okay? Okay. So again, how are you feeling? You ready for these pulls? We're just going to take a selenite and use the sharp edge to cut it. So, okay. Taking deep breaths. I'm not going to tell you how long, at your own pace, of course, but just really focus on that solar plexus right now. Bring to the surface any doubt, or worry, or fear. Okay. I'm gathering it. Doing an amazing job. We're just making some gaps. And making space for that new, better serving energy for your highest good. You're going to do it 1, 2 more times. Okay. Hot stuff. You doing alright? You still okay? It's not easy work. It's not always easy to be reminded of the things that we try to escape from. Whether that's substance abuse or anything to just make it go away. But I'm assuming most of you are here because you are on your spiritual journey. And we all know the spiritual journey is not all cupcakes and rainbows. So in order to work on something, we need to address it. We need to acknowledge that it's there without letting our ego get in the way. The quicker we do that, the quicker we can align with our higher selves and our highest timeline. Get ourselves out of this bunghole we found ourselves in, right? Okay. Good job. This is my ASMR clapping. What? No. Okay. So, our last crystal is going to be green aventurine. And they call this the stone of opportunities. So, if the collective energy is exactly how I think it's going right now, a lot of us are in the pausing period. The stagnation, the standstill. We are in the in-between, as I like to call it. And this is perfectly normal during periods of transition and change. As I am getting a message right now, kind of think of it as building a house, alright? Or building a house. and you made the purchase to build the house exactly to your liking, right? So, got the blueprints ready, and you have an idea of how it's going to look, but the full picture hasn't been presented yet, right? And so you already know that you're going to get this house right. And you're just getting antsy and eager, and little minuscule things start to come up, which starts to get you panicked and worried, and that's all you can focus about. But I'll tell you what you can't do. You can't move in early. Not while the roof has not been installed yet. There's no roof. So think of your manifestations as you building this dream house, right? This dream building, this dream foundation. The universe has a set date. It was already pre-planned before we incarnated here, right? Only you don't know. We do, but you forgot. That's a whole nother topic for another time. But you have no idea when this house is going to be built. Just like you don't know exactly how it's going to pan out. But you know you're going to get it. And so that anticipation mixed with stress and anxiety over fearing what's going to happen, what could possibly happen, what could possibly happen, right? That's why it is very important to stay present by continuing to worry about the process or the end result. Another message that popped up in my head, and I get these a lot. That's why this video is very chatty. It's all these voices in my head again. You know that reference. But think of it as, okay, you're either at work or you're at school. And it's been a long day, and you're in your last period, or you're in your final hour of work, and you're just staring at that clock, watching each minute go by. And then when it feels like you've been watching that darn clock for 30 minutes at least, it's only been like 5. Time goes slow when you're staring at that clock. And worrying about when that clock is going to strike the right time is not going to make it move any faster. All you can do is pass the time, right? Pass the time. Unfortunately, I have other things to attend to. But if you liked this chatty Reiki, let me know, and I will do more videos like this. Remember that this is your safe space, so as long as you are comfortable, relaxed, that's all I going to take a few minutes now to ground you. Finish this video off in a whisper. Whisper. Okay. So if there's anything to take from this video this evening, just trust the process. To know you are doing an amazing job. And all you need to do at this very moment is just be. Just be. Stop and smell the roses. That's all you can control at this time. Don't fight it. You're making life harder than what it really needs to be. As Hannah Montana likes to say, life's what you make it, so let's make it right. You decide. Thank God that's all I know. I'd be ashamed if I knew more. Okay. Surrounding your aura now, in your little bubble of protection. My bubble. Making sure we go over each chakra as well. Make sure that they have a nice coating